Okay. Hi, gentlemen. The official press conference, Vodacom Bulls versus Xerox Lions. The floor is open.
Even it was a case of missed opportunities. I guess you guys seem to have enough possession and penalties, although the penalties later went against you to win that game, but now you missed out.
Yeah, Ash, but we had some good opportunities. We didn't manage to take them. We made crucial errors at crucial times. So obviously disappointed with the result. But yeah, we've got 10 days to go and fix it and come back to Loftus and be ready.
How's the Cash? Despite the result, do you feel that you guys will come back with some semblance of confidence when you have to have that rematch in the semi-final? I mean, were there, the nature of the game, having opportunities at the end, will that give you a little bit of confidence?
Hi, Craig. Yeah, definitely. I think we created a lot of opportunities. The part of the frustration is that we didn't capitalize on it. Obviously, the momentum went for us and against us, and for them and against them. So, yeah, I think set piece wise, it was okay to know that there's enough positives to build on. Defense was good. Attack wasn't that good. So a lot of stuff to work on and a lot of stuff to improve on, but enough to get us excited.
Even despite the conditions, your style of play is normally ball in hand and taking on defenses. And a few times when you did that, you got success and made good ground. But then in the second half, there were a couple of kicks downfield when you guys had space. Just individual errors.
Yeah, but part of the teachings and the learnings we have to do every week is to sit with the decision makers, the kickers, the drivers, and reassess pressure. What did they see? What did they see? What did they feel? What did they make the decision? Yeah, I think we're going to look in depth into that second half and take big learnings from that.
Ivan Percival, Jan, meneer, kan ek jou vra, as ek 'n paar tree terug mag neem, het julle hoe het van vroeër vandag se benadering oor die Sharks WP wedstryd, wat se impak het dit op julle benadering vir hierdie wedstryd gehad, indien enige, en wat se tipe pad kos julle uitgekry het hierdie vandag se wedstryd nou afragter Ivan Verheyen?
Ja, Lieten, ons het glad nie eens gepraat oor die Sharks WP wedstryd of resultaat nie. Dis nie binne ons beheer nie. Wat ons kon beheer is hoe ons gespeel het en dis deel van wat ons voel ons kon beter gewees het. Dit wat ons kon beheer was dalk nie klinies genoeg gewees nie. En soos ek gesê het, daar's genoeg positiefs om uit te sien na volgende naweek se wedstryd en ons meer as genoeg goed om aan te werk. So nee, ons sal fisies en geestelik hard werk die volgende 10 dae en seker maak dat ons 'n goeie produk Loftus bring.
Ivan, you guys started very well. I mean, the first 20 minutes you guys were in firm control. But then there was just a really surprise shift in momentum, especially at the set pieces. What happened there? What went wrong for you guys?
No, Ken, we sat upstairs and we could feel the momentum swing, and unfortunately it felt like we took too long to get the momentum back on our side. To be honest, we'll have to go and look at the set piece. Have to go look at the set piece, see where we can paint the right pictures and improve in terms of consistency from our side.
Even observation from our side, obviously that you guys as coaches, you won't comment on refs, and I've got respect for that. But the way that some of us saw the game being blown led a lot to be required and asked. But besides that, you guys couldn't score one try. Obviously, that would have been or is a big concern for you. And obviously, as you usually say, it gives you opportunity to go back and to re-look that aspect. Apart from that, the general play, would you make a comment on that as well, please?
Yeah, Simon, obviously it's been a while since we haven't scored a try. Again, I think we created enough opportunity to score though. And if you want to be different or you want to really go far in this competition, you have to be brave sometimes and you have to be willing to take a chance. And I think we'll challenge that mindset over the next 10 days. Is when it's on, it is on, and when it's not on, it's not on. So yeah, a little bit more eyes up from our side, a little bit more decisive from our side. Whether we kick, whether we run, whether we defend, whether we whatever, just we felt a little bit indecisive today.
Van hy laaste lyn staan, het julle dink julle het 4 kansse gekry en dit is gelyk asof jy ons bietjie fokus verloor het. Dis die tipe van ding wat 'n ou semies mee wen, uitspeel wedstryde mee wen. Is jy bekommer daaroor dat die ouens daai nie kon regkry nie?
Hallo Koos, nee, ek sal nie bekommerd wees, frustreerd en verseker. Ek dink elke keer in 'n ander van voordeel wat was in die
Sorry, Ivan, we can't hear you that well, and I think someone else's mic is also on.
Kijk, ons probeer weer. Ja, ek was obviously frustreerd, maar ons het 4 goeie kansse gehad. Elke keer was daar 'n ander voordeel wat ons gekry het in daai laaste mol spesifiek en die keer wat ons dit reg gekry het, ons dit eintlik verkeerd gekry. So dit was 'n individuele fout van ons kant af. Soos jy sê, groot klein oomblikke in 'n semifinaal of 'n finaal, as jy hom gebruik, is dit 'n groot oomblik. As jy hom nie gebruik nie, het jy die groot oomblik gemis. So ons sal seker maak dat ons skerper terugkom en dat ons klinies genoeg sal wees om die groot oomblikke uit te byt.
Ivan, just on the not scoring a try question, obviously the Bulls' defence was very good. How much of that do you think is down to Joey Mongolo, who obviously knows you guys very well, now being defence coach of the Bulls?
Yeah, knowing Joey well personally, I think he can be proud of his structure and his team's defence. They really fronted up well. I don't think it's a case of one defensive structure knowing our attacking structure and all of that. I think we still created enough opportunities, we just didn't take it. But no, I'm glad Joey's doing well. I'm happy for him. He's a great man.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ivan.
Thank you.
Hi, James. Coach Jake White, the floor is open.
Jake, I guess having not played for 3 weeks, the start was always going to be a bit iffy. But yeah, first 20 minutes obviously wasn't good, but a really dramatic turnaround after that. I mean, what changed for you guys to come back so strongly?
Yeah, Ken, and again, I wouldn't say I expected us to struggle because, I mean, it happens. You haven't played for a month. You got a whole new backline. You know, I was thinking about it when I was sitting before the game. So our starting backline when we started was Travis Ismail, Gia Aplon, and Currie Cup, and then we had Stedman Gans and Cornel Hendricks, and then obviously our 9 and 10 was Ivan and Mornay. So we literally had the whole backline not starting. So yeah, it was always going to be difficult, but I've got to say, I mean, I compliment the way we fought back. I think when you say what happened, I think it was always going to take time. And we didn't really have the ball in the beginning. Every time we got the ball, we turned it over, we gave a penalty away. And I think, again, as soon as we started holding onto the ball and started to get a bit more confidence, I knew that we would start believing. It's difficult for teams to come and play at Loftus now, and that's part of what we talk about. So, Yeah, Ken, I was obviously very, very happy the way that all the players contributed. I mean, we didn't really even train. To be fair, we probably had about 3 training sessions based on the fact that COVID hit us so badly. So, you know, what more can I say other than I'm really happy. Didn't start as well as I would have liked, but at the end of the day, we got the result and we finished top of the table, which is great for us.
Is that the main thing, Jake? I mean, you just needed to win to get to the top of the log. I mean, now you can actually rest even more players for the Pumas game.
Yeah, exactly, Ashwin. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I heard that the province game is off. So yeah, I mean, if that doesn't happen, then obviously we can take some.
Yeah, the province game is off, Jake.
Okay, right. Yeah, then that, you know, if that's how it's going to end up, that we finish top of the log, I don't really need to risk any players. I mean, as I said, it's a lot of guys that I could have used today, couldn't use because of the fact that their return to play protocols haven't been good enough. So, you know, hopefully now we can, you know, as I said, we can maybe try a couple of other things, but I'm not sure yet. I'll take sort of sleep on this tonight and have a look and see how all the other things pan out. Have a look at the injuries we've got or the niggles we've got, and you know, we're going to play the Lions again. It's going to try and find out what I think is the best team to play the Lions when we get them again.
Did this game give you any answers on that, Jake? I mean, as we said earlier, they battled a bit initially, but then that rumble came on, the scrum started working, a couple of nice mauls as well, and good physicality.
Yeah, exactly, Ashfaq. You know, I think that's always nice. And I told the guys during the week, because we haven't trained and because we, as I said, a lot of those guys have come back from COVID, we can't afford to play 80 minutes with the whole team. And I said the bench is going to have to come on and make an impact. So, and they did. So, I mean, what more can I say other than, you know, also the other thing which we mustn't underestimate is that 4 of the backline players are still under 21s. I mean, they played in the junior age group. So to have a backline running there when you've got 4 guys who've come through our junior ranks and they can get a performance like that against established players like Burger Orendahl and Dan Creel and Wandile Simalani and obviously Elton, who's been around the block. You know. So to get a return like that, guy like Stravino Jacobs playing in his first start, you know, to get playing the way that he did is obviously very, very pleasing for me because it means that we can actually build on that going forward.
How's it, Jake? Just looking more generally, how pleased have you been by the progression of your pack this season and the defense as well? I mean, obviously those are 2 big fundamentals to have working ahead of the playoffs.
Greg, you know, I'm very happy with what I saw today. I think that at times we probably haven't been up to expectations in terms of our forward pack. I'm talking about in all departments. You know, I think that we pride ourselves at Loftus. We pride ourselves at Northern Transvaal and the Bulls for since the beginning of rugby. Yeah, that we want to have a pack of forwards that can you know not only get parity, can dominate. And when I saw what happened there, having, you know, as I said, short space of time turnaround. You know, in terms of we only had 3 days training, then Christmas and New Year. And to get a return like that, I thought we scrummed quite well. You know, I thought our line-out struggled a bit, but say that, you know, being fair, we got, as I said, a young under-21 lock who had to come on, and Jan played in his first game as well. So, you know, we've been fortunate. We've had Walt Steenkamp and Sintu Manjesi. So there's a lot of guys we didn't use. So, but I'll go back to the point that I'm really obviously chuffed. I think that what people see now is that the Bulls pack of forwards has definitely taken a step up.
Jake, terwyl jy praat van die voorspelers, ons gaan almal, ek kan nie van die ander ouens praat nie, maar ek gaan elke keer die vraag vra oor Marcel van der Merwe en waarskynlik gaan jy elke keer dieselfde antwoord gee. Hy moet meer game tyd kry om te speel. Het hy jou oortuig vandag? Gaan hy vooruit? Wat is jou gevoel oor Marcel se spel vandag?
Ja, ek meen weer eens, en dit is nie 'n kwessie dat hy moet meer tyd kry. Ek meen, soos ek sê, hy het lanklaas jy weet, 'n game na mekaar gespeel. En ek dink ook, jy weet, die scrums albei kante. Jy weet, daar was calls gewees vandag. Ek het calls gesien in ander wedstryde voorheen waar jy weet, dit kon of die ander kant toe gegaan het. En daar was tye waar ek gesien het, jy weet, dit's amper asof was 'n paar spelers en dit gaan deur die hele toernooi. Jy weet, as daai man dit doen, is dit okay, maar as die ander man dit doen, dan is dit eintlik illegal. En ek dink, jy weet, dit gaan tyd vat. Jy weet, ek dink dis nie 'n kwessie van weet, een is reg en een is verkeerd nie, maar ek het baie scrums gekyk en ons stuur dit vir die skeieregters. En daar so calls waar, jy weet, as ek nou stuur dan is dit altyd miskien, ja, dit kon so gewees het of so gewees het, en dit is maar moeilik. So ja, ek meen, ek dink, soos ek sê, ek dink hy gaan kom. Ek dink jy weet ons nou 'n bietjie meer tyd in hom gesit. Onthou 'n paar weke terug het almal gesê hy kan nie skrim nie. Vandag, jy weet, het ons 'n paar goeie scrims gehad op die einde wat ons gewen het. Hier waar ons 1 of 2 waar ons verloor het. Maar dieselfde geld vir Jannie wat jy weet ontsettend ervaring het en hy's een van die beste scrimmers wat ons gehad het in die laaste 10 jaar. So ja, soos ek sê, ek sien uit, ek dink sy vordering gaan kom. En ek onthou ook hy speel elke week met 'n nuwe hakker wat ook moeilik is vir almal.
Like you mentioned the name of Jan Els. He's not a very flashy player, but looks like a hard worker. Are you satisfied with his game?
Jan Eys.
Yes.
Ja. So
Ja, Jan Eys, ja.
ek dink enige persoon wat 60 games so brief speel, kan maar speel. Ek dink die feit ek is nou in Frankryk gewees en brief is maar 'n moeilike plek om aanhoudend te speel. Jy weet as jy daar span maak en jy speel 60 keer vir daai klub, dan kan jy maar, jy weet soos ek sê, jy kan dit maar mix en jy kan fisies wees. Jy kan nie wegkom in brief as jy nie fisies is nie. En ek moet vir jou sê, sy eerste game was hy alright gewees, soos jy sê, hy's nie flashy nie en dit gaan tyd wat weer eens met nuwe hakkers wat hy gespeel het, maar ek is bly vir sy part. Jy weet hy het sy game gekry, hy het goed gespeel. Jy weet en hy's deel van die span. Hy's 'n ontsettend positiewe speler, ontsettend goed vir die groep en ek dink jy weet hy gaan vanaand geniet die feit dat hy nou 'n kans gekry het en 'n wenspan gespeel het.
Jake, I know it was your first game in 3 weeks, but just a return of Elric Louw from injury and also Lizo Koboka.
Very happy, Ashok. I mean, again, that just reaffirms everything that I think, you know, that they're both very, very good players. And to have Elric again, you know, I said there are 4 guys in the back line that are still under 21s. I mean, Elric is still under 21 as well. You know, so to have a guy like that, you know, it bodes well for the group going forward because, you know, if we can add a couple of more senior players and those guys can develop like they have, you know, the 4 outside backs and obviously a guy like Elric Louw that's a youngster, you know, that means that we, you know, obviously I'm very happy. And Lizo, I mean, it's not just Lizo coming back after 3 weeks. Lizo hasn't played rugby for a long, long time. He's been injured and, you know, and now he's coming back and we can see the value that he adds to the team. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously a nice place to be when you've got those sort of players coming back and fit.
Ekskuus Jack, as ek net so 'n bietjie nog kan uitbrei oor Jan self. Hy was een van jou signings, jy weet wat nie eintlik vreeslik baie aandag gekry het nie. Ek meen daar was maar 'n bietjie meer hoë profiel. So daar's nie baie van gepraat nie, maar nou is daar 'n bietjie geleentheid daarvan. Daar's amper so van 'n gevoel dat hy een van daai, jy weet daai hidden value tipe signings is en jy het nou genoem, jy weet dat hy baie bestendig was vir briewe en hy het 'n baie harde klub en jy weet hy kom en daar's hy kon mix. Is hy wil jy amper sê een van daai hidden gems uit 'n groep van redelike high profile acquisitions wat jy gekry het?
Heinz is eintlik 'n baie interessante vraag, want ek lees ook baie keer van hierdie man is weg, daai man is weg, hierdie man ek wou nie gehad het nie en daai man, jy weet ek het nie van hom gehou nie en ek dink wat belangrik is, almal moet besef, daar's 'n salary cap in die span. Daar's net 45 spelers wat jy kan gebruik. Ons het nou 42 spelers. Dit beteken, ek het nou net vir jou sê ons agterlyn, 7 van hulle het nie vandag gestart nie. So en jy moet daai groep bymekaar sit van hoe jy dink jy gaan daai salary cap gebruik. So jy weet hy's nie op groot geld nie. I mean hy wil vir die bulle speel. En hoe jy daai cloth sny is eintlik baie belangrik. Jy weet miskien is hy 'n hidden gem en jy's reg, maar ek moet vir jou sê hy's ontsettend positief. Hy's ontsettend hardwerkend. Hy's ontsettend deel van ons groep. En jy weet dis hoekom ek so bly is. Hy het nou kans gekry. Hy het nou week na week geoefen in die ander span. Hy het week na week al die detail gedoen van die spanne wat teen ons speel. En ek sê dit weer, ek wil hê almal moet besef, jy weet, daar's nie 'n kwessie van enige spelers weggejaag nie. Jy moet 42 of 45 spelers in daai salary cap kan kry en daar was spelers wat ek nie gehou het hierso nie. En die rede is, jy weet, ek kan nie langtermyn met 3 jaar kontrakte werk wat spelers wat hierso was en daai salary gebruik vir die volgende 3 jaar omdat hulle groot salarisse is en ek moet daai geld gebruik om ander goeie spelers te bring en 'n persoon soos Jan Eys is vir my baie belangrik. Baie belangrik. Onthou jy gaan nooit almal sterre hê en jy gaan nooit jy weet internasionale span by mekaar kan sit nie omdat jou salary cap is wat hy is. So ek sê dit weer vir Jan Eys, ek is baie bly vir sy part en ek is baie dankbaar dat hy is 'n hidden gem en dat julle sien nie wat hy doen nie en julle sien nie hoe positief hy is nie en jy sien nie wat se bydrae hy gee van die veld af. So die feit dat hy nou kans gekry het en hy dit geniet en ons het die game gewen, vir my maak dit my baie bly.
Jake, are you confident that the guys who were ruled out because of COVID-19 protocols would all be ready for the semi-final?
Yes, well, Ashfaq, the interesting thing is that I'm obviously very happy because a lot of them are negative. But I think what happened for us is that there's this return to play protocols of your, that the screening they do, and if your heart, whatever, is not consistent of your. So a lot of them are fine, but it was just too much of a risk to actually push them into a game situation. And we, as I said, having had it, I've appreciated that it's not so much, listen, come on, fast bait and get on the field. It's a serious thing. So I'm comfortable that by the time we play the semi-final in another 10 days' time, that they will be negative and hopefully they will be. So, but I can't guarantee you that because obviously I'm not sure how that return to play protocol is going to work out. I mean, it's not something you can, obviously time is perfect, but you don't know how long it's going to take before their heart beats and their respiratory, obviously respiratory part of their bodies is all functional as well.
Okay, last question, James.
Jake, how pleased were you with that defensive display?
Yeah, you can. I mean, I'm very happy. I mean, if you consider that the Lions are actually a very good attacking side, they play a lot, as I said, with the outside backs they have, and Elton's very, obviously very important to the way they play. To have not only a defensive performance like that, it's also with a new group of players. The fact that we can keep them trialists at Loftus, the fact that we haven't, as I said, spent many training sessions together, makes it pleasing. And again, it just reinforces everything we've done at Loftus. If you look at our record, not many teams have come here and scored many points, so which is also good for us. So, and it's obviously not points, but scored many tries. So yeah, I'm very happy. And as I said, I'm more happy about the fact, not only because it was a good performance, it's because we had such new, personnel going through exactly the same principle. And credit to Joey. I think Joey has been fantastic. It's his birthday today. So he's obviously having a great time. It's his birthday and he's had a great performance. I'm sure he's going to enjoy his evening.
Okay, thank you very much, James.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jake.
Jake, thanks to now.